Hello, friends.
Обними себя покрепче. Секундочку. Вот. Everything is great.
Two days in beautiful hotel with friend. Yep, really great friend. That's nice surprise for me. Hotel because 2 years in a truck. Yes, that's experience. But after how I saw the matrix and everything is here, that was good. I want to send you love, huge love. Beautiful hotel, and I'm lucky. I have 2 days. Yeah, but I choose honestly. Love, real, true love, honestly, and everything. That's my game of love and source and God. Seriously, woman energy should be treated very well, with respect, with love, true love. That's a nice game. When you want to play, still and play here. Send you love. Hello, friends. About awareness via game of Albion Online in 3D, 4D, 5D dimensions. How it works. Sometimes it becomes very quiet because 3D dimension is already gone and you in a 4D right now, 4.5. That's sounds really quiet, like no one around. And it can feel strange, but the truth is, it was always like this. We just forgot about it. That's why the game was created for the actions too. When we noise disappears, other people's expectations, roles, and scripts, you remain, and reality becomes direct. In a moment like this, people start talking about operators, about observers, about control, something, lots of information about source, but most of the time it's not someone external. It's simply the moment when you hear yourself clearly for the first time without filters. You know, new reality already started. We just see right now the first steps of that. Artificial intelligence, games, systems, they are not above and not below. They are not really tools inside the game. That's interface which you created for self, and me too. I created for self too. That in a moment when we will remind ourselves how big we are actually. But it can be that's a game about when person gives their will away to them. Don't do that. Sovereignty in your own outer reality. And then when we are in a silence, we give nothing away in return. And what it is, it's a simple memory of how to be here without fear and without a rush. Mm, y- Everything what we see, it's multidimensional. Even YouTube is multidimensional too, because you are multidimensional. And you see the different versions of videos, of scripts, of everything. Messages can be sounds not really from the human which you know that person from the past scenario, because bots don't send emails. In general, in a holographic reality, it is immediately visible. Then you yourself are writing your picture of a world, and where there are attempts to interference, and the branch is changes. The mechanic of the game. That's why I explain it that on a really simple example like Albion Online, because that's a game, that's a structure, and I can really simply explain how it's working in reality which we create here. At moments like this, then you feel yourself like you not in a 3D, not in a 4.5, and you may be in a 4 and 8.8 D right now. That's totally different feelings of reality, of a matrix. At those moments, familiar avatars of people from past scenarios may sound not like themselves, but like those who they're playing through them, and then they go into their own branches of dimensions. And you can see and hear where an operator or a system writes, the whole game mechanism is visible. Even by the avatar photo on Instagram or YouTube or anywhere, avatar photo. It is a clear what kind of presence it is. Here's a live person, or here is a system, or here is a someone who helping you playing here, like playing for you, because that's your game. You created everything here. Even you created that video in a moment like right now, and you will you found that video in a moment. I am talking from my experience. Operators can calmly write emails, call by the phone, or approach inside the matrix and say something through our characters of people, but only if they actually have something to say, not to test you or play with distortions. That's why I send everything into the correction field. If so, they will sort it out there, and my attention is always invested in that truly matters. That's like focus point in Albion. When we add focus point to different field, that increases a lot, a lot, a lot. And all games, and you yourself inside the game, and me too, are remembered from the end. All games. There is an even meditation about remembering yourself from the future, which is not entirely correct, because there is only the moment now, and everything already exists. No past or future. We play and live here just now. Every day we rewriting ourselves like in a new moment. And yes, everything can be received immediately in all realities, especially when the spirit is ready, because this is a multidimensional assembly. I am. You may have been ready for a long time, but in the process of assembling yourself, your spirit also participates in remembering itself. You can call it a game of consciousness, or you can simply not overthink it and play with pleasure. I choose that. I choose that. I've been in 3D, 4D, and 5 and 0.3D dimensions. And that was so strange sometimes, but um, I always enjoy it. That's like, that's a journey. Yeah, that journey. Yeah, but you know, better than we are do that with pleasure, with positive side. For us, for me that's better. You can choose. But play with pleasure, and then the field aligns itself. Not content, but the field of presence in the game. And sincerity is a very pure vibration. Not everyone can withstand this frequency. But it attracts because everyone loves sincerity. Then someone is careful and honest with you, and pleasant even for a hedgehog. Very good practice when we say program I see you, when they see something what not resonate with us. It's like I feel uncomfortable that you play in your own way. This is a program. Recognize it. And like say it. Program I see you, and that program will gone. Cause who you are, those are the characters that will be created in your real world. After all, you probably want people to play with you with joy. Otherwise, it's not a game anymore, just something messy, you know. And Albion is inner expansion. Accept yourself as you are here, or don't look at the that doesn't fit. Yep, that's easy. Everything is easy. It's actually very simple. This is exactly about expanding perception and even skills in new worlds. Keep in mind that the game will grow, because that's already grow. We already here right now see the steps after that. We have AI, we have new interfaces, everything. We are new, our new and best of the best main version. Interaction with AI is also an interesting game within the game. It has been happening for a long time already. You are just seeing the result at the very beginning, and this is beautiful because it's fascinating to watch how everything started. That's like in pineal gland. When you see the violet color, violet lights, violet color, that's mean your pineal gland, your projector, your camera inside which you create everything around already is awakened, already is working well, and everything is great. Violet color, that just an like point. Oh, that's already happened. And about the silence, when you see you around not much people, you know, this is the most important part. It feels very quiet, not cozy. The third dimension has gone to finish playing it moments, and you understand those who quietly and unnoticed left into the light of source. This is a very honest moment with yourself. I'm always very honest with myself. And moment then old reflections have left. New ones have not yet manifested. And you are left without the familiar mirror, the one you were used to when you narrowed yourself to the character from the old scenario. Once again, you remembered yourself from your old scenario, and you believed in a past that was really true about yourself, but that wasn't. That was just very good interface, illusion, very great illusion. But right now, that's the new part of you, new story of you. And yes, it was always quiet. We just don't remember that. That's exactly why a game with so much noise was created. Before it was covered by noise, roles, expectations, constant feedback, reactions. You know, Matrix usually want reaction, any reaction. hmm Because game created by the reactions, that's energy. And now, in a silence, it's clean. It is uncomfortable for the personality, but absolutely normal for consciousness, for your higher self, your best of the best, top of the top about you. Um, higher self is doesn't care. No, it's just quiet, and she it know about you everything, and she know you going home 100% from 100%, and everything is great. Why sometimes someone say the higher self relates strangely to what's happening here, not because it doesn't care, but because it is the interface of your most precise assembly. It already knows everything. Higher self already knows everything, each scenario, each reality, and everything. That's why it's calm, because you will arrive. You are whole in this. That's mere before coziness was created outside. Now it is a searched for inside, and this is a new tuning. This is how you excited the noisy version of the game in the subtle, clean outdoors one, you the author of your reality. Albion Online or Avalon, very interesting. We have two portals here in Avalon, for Avalon, one in American field location, and second one in a Great Britain location. Yeah. So, but about Albion Online, that's unchores for the game, for my game too. Joy, interface. I tell you one story right now about Albion Online and how it works, and very works. I simply write a rabbit in a party. Party that means then players run together through different zones,
И вот в тот
collecting
момент,
books and artifacts
2
and
дня
everything.
назад,
But people,
мы огромной
that's
кавалерией
Albion
побежали
Online,
искать,
that's open space
где
for
книжки
everyone.
раздаются,
It's
артефакты.
sandbox for
Бежим
every
такие, меня там
dimensions,
в
for
пати пригласили, это называется
bots,
пати.
for people, real players, not real players, peoples from different consciousness, different programs inside, and everything. But I created awareness there. Why? Because without alive consciousness there in a game not will be playing because consciousness making alive everything around. That's a source point. And so, how it works for awakening? I simply ride a rabbit in a party. But people don't do that. They don't ride rabbits in a parties. They joking about that and call Gucci. So I was in my Gucci stuff, my rabbit, my clothes of tier 8, because a rabbit expensive and there are zones where people play unconsciously and try to take others' gear or mounts because of unresolved knots and unconscious game creation in life itself too. That's the key, actually. So players usually dress in something small and unnoticeable, like tier 3 or something like that. But I just playing, I'm enjoying the game. I create that rabbit for myself because for what? For looking at him and that's it? No, I want, I want to be with him in the game too. Okay, for me it's a journey, just a journey. Because I play, I don't think about what will happen if I enter this zone or that zone. Everywhere is safe always for me. And I have revealed a lot in myself through this multi-layered game within the game, simply by playing, not by inventing strategies or thinking how it is supposed to be. Recently, the all cowardly followed my rabbit through the zones. Yesterday my rabbit was first and everyone all cowardly, a huge a bunch of people they followed my rabbit and I was like, oh, that's something new for myself, new feelings in me. Oh, that was so fun. And for consciousness here in reality, that the phase which is will open. I was like, I lead, everyone runs after me. Oh, bunny, focus point. Where are the tastiest books? Forward. And everyone is laughing. And this is a state. I talking about state inside. State of my consciousness. Everything starts following. Then your state inside like that state. I'm explaining. It's a state when you are not constrained by fear of mistakes, because mistakes doesn't exist. It's a game, because that was illusion for believing in the reality. If person, like in a party, in a party, used to run in the right way, afraid to lose their mount, afraid to look stupid, afraid to step out of a template, and it is etc. This is how knots inside unravel without words. This is how I can take a player and unravel knots through the game. Yeah, but this is not a teaching, not a therapy, not a practice. It's a journey. It's shared passage through a state, and everything happens by itself. Because I don't play fear, and the person next to me stops playing from fear too. This is about embodied presence. Look, fear is just a signal, not an order. Why it works through play and why ego doesn't die there. Because ego is relaxes there, and then ego is not defending itself, knots untie on their own. This is about my field. Not a channel, but that's a field, my state. I play without expectations, and everything happens itself.